Vedic knowledge is not a question of research, nor is it imparted by defective living entities. Our research work is imperfect because we are researching things with imperfect senses. We have to accept perfect knowledge that comes down, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, by the disciplic succession. We have to receive knowledge from the proper source in disciplic succession, beginning with the Supreme Spiritual Master, the Lord Himself, and handed down to a succession of spiritual masters. Arjuna, the student who took lessons from Lord Shri Krishna, accepts everything that Krishna says without contradicting him. One is not allowed to accept one portion of Bhagavad Gita and not another. We must accept Bhagavad Gita without interpretation, without deletion, and without our own whimsical participation in the matter. The Gita should be taken as the most perfect presentation of Vedic knowledge.
That ensures the accuracy of the knowledge. Just as when we learn, say, medical science. Anybody can read a book and say that I have read a book on surgery, so I can do surgery. It may be that they are expert and they can actually do surgery competently. But how do we know? So, the normal system of authorization is that a person goes to a body of authorized surgeons and they have learned from previous authorized surgeons. And when this body of surgeons authorizes, okay, this person has studied, this person is trained, and now this person we certify is capable of conducting surgery. Then that's how there is authorization in the transmission of knowledge. Same principle applies to the spiritual knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita in specific and the broad body of Vedic knowledge in general. That the disciplic succession is a method of preserving the authenticity of the learning that is being transmitted down the generations. So, disciplic succession basically means that there is a guru, there is a spiritual master, the seer, and then the disciple, a seeker. Seeker comes to the seer, learns from the seer, and in due course of time, the seeker becomes a seer. And that means the seeker internalizes the message of the spiritual knowledge so much that they themselves can see the world through it. And then after that, the next generation comes. So from the seer to the seeker, who then becomes a seer, and then it comes to the next seeker. And this seeker becomes a seer, this seer can transform to the next seeker. And in this way, the knowledge is transmitted from seer to seeker, generation after generation after generation. And this ensures that the knowledge stays authentic. Now, of course, just as somebody may go to the world's top surgeons university and be incompetent and not really learn surgery properly. So like that, it's not necessary that every seeker who goes to a seer will naturally become a competent seer. But there is a reasonable system for ensuring authenticity that happens through disciplic succession. And therefore, for us, if we want to get systematic knowledge, it is recommended that we get that knowledge from the disciplic succession. The Sanskrit word used for this is sampradaya. Samyak rupena pradayate iti sampradaya. That which gives knowledge, pradayate gives, samyak completely, in full form. Just like sometimes even in our home, our grandmother may have some traditional cures for cough or cold, and they do work. There's no denying the working of those medicines. But then we won't go to our grandmother to learn how to become a professional doctor. That we will accept the validity of the healing methods our grandmother is using. At the same time, To learn the knowledge of healing systematically, we'll go to a proper medical university. Same way, spiritual insights about life and living, they can be got from various thinkers and various teachers. But if you want them in a systematic, coherent body of knowledge, where there is authentic and authorized transmission, then for that, the Vedic knowledge should be received in time-honored disciplic succession.